What the heck is going on with Instacart? Now, if you guys don't know, I believe in multiple streams of income. I have quite a few streams under my business, personal brand, as well as I'm self-employed and I do contract work. And now apparently I'm a gig worker because I started doing personal shopping through Instacart. Now, I've been doing it for a little over 6 months, definitely less than a year. I'm not sure exactly, but less than a year. And I moved my way all the way up to Diamond Shopper because she don't play. Y'all know I love to talk about grocery shopping and saving money. And so I kind of know the stores pretty well. And so it wasn't hard for me to kind of catch on and figure out how to like really get into the Instacart game and like move up. As well as I noticed I was starting to get better batches, as they call them, and indoor. By the time I got to Diamond, am I on Diamond? You would get priority batches. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about because you're watching this and you're trying to just be nosy about what's going on with Instacart, and or maybe you're interested in becoming an Instacart shopper, let me go ahead, let me backtrack, let me go backwards, and let me just explain a little bit to you. So you might have heard of Instacart, you might have used and or ordered on Instacart. However, you may not know the other side of it. And so if you're interested, and I hope I don't discourage you, because this video is technically about my area and I'm trying to figure out from some other people what's going on in your area. But a little bit before the whole tariff thing, because you know, inflation's been around for a while now. We're not going to sit here and lie about that. But even before the whole tariff war began, I started seeing a little bit of a shift. In fact, slightly before that, I started seeing a shift in Instacart batches and orders to where they were offering you little to nothing on a lot more orders. So there were times where they would offer you to go really far and or just not offer you enough money for the amount of time it takes to get, let's say, 50 to 70 items. And again, you can move up levels and get better batches, but you're always going to see those really bad batches, and it's like they're trying to take a chance and hope that you will take those bad batches. Like, it has a lot to do with the customers tipping as well as Instacart not paying a lot for their batches. It's almost like when you're a waitress or waiter at a restaurant, like you really rely on your tips. Now, I felt like it was a little more balanced before, where you kind of were relying on the tips, and then also the tips in certain areas and or the batches in certain areas overall just will give you higher pay. But now it's feeling like no matter what, in my state and in my area, because I live in South Jersey. If you don't know South Jersey, North Jersey is closer to like New York. South Jersey is closer to like Philly, Atlantic City.
We do not care.
Just to give you some bigger places. And so in my area,
my disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
It doesn't matter if I go to the wealthier area, because that used to be a thing, because it's more competitive there too as well. So that's another thing you have to look out for. Or if I go to the areas that are just okay, you know what I'm saying, that are just low to middle class, low to mid income. They're offering me this. This is what they seem to be offering. And it's not just sometimes, it's not just a bad day. It's not just on Mondays. It's not just when it's like a slow day, or it's all the time now. And so what I'm trying to figure out, if you already do this work, even though I'm in a New Jersey Instacart group and I had to leave the other one on Facebook, both of them are super honey. Negative Nellies are all over the internet. Listen, people are just looking for a reason to not be. Have you ever read the comments? People are just looking for a reason to be negative and not be positive. I get it. But in those groups, I had to leave vegan groups and I had to leave Instacart groups because I cannot take it. I cannot take all the negativity. And I understand venting and complaining, and even that can start.
You want
that can start to drain you. But I'm talking about people just getting mad at other people just saying ignorant stuff to people, just
Stop it. Get some help.
Asking questions, people who are new, so they came to a group. That's what it's supposed to be about, to get informed or get information that they may not get in the app, and people telling them, did you read, did you check the app? Just people telling them they're dumb.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
So I am coming to and through my YouTube channel to see is anybody or has anyone ever done Instacart, and if you're doing it right now, what location, what areas are you in, and how is it going? Because there has been not a little bit of a shift, a huge shift, and I thought it was going to stop after a while, but I've been noticing that it is staying pretty much.
Game over.
I tend to exaggerate. I'm a little dramatic. But I feel like it is really just not even worth it anymore, especially because my time, now I'll be honest, I use a lot of my time wisely. I edit my videos in my car while I'm waiting for orders, but it just seems like between the wait and or what's out there, because if you don't know, a lot of people will sit in front of the store in their cars to get better orders. Now, I heard there are still some people in areas where they can sit at their house and still get good orders. I can get orders from my home. Good, especially now, but even before, I wouldn't call them that. But I can still, see sometimes, some things come through at home, but it's better to be in front of the store. And you're going to get first dibs and or better options and or have just a better chance. Now, it seems to be, I do notice that there is like high competition, meaning like Instacart must have let in a whole bunch of new shoppers, which makes sense because they're probably taking these batches, these $4, $5, $6 batches, and or these $20, $30 batches where they're just driving their car into Alaska, just putting all kinds of mileage on it. And it's not worth it, because another thing you have to do, and I was going to do videos on these talking about balancing, the gas versus the pay and all that. I don't even want to get into it. It's so bad right now. I'm considering not even doing it because it doesn't feel worth it anymore.
Can't take the pressure of it. But don't you think any job interview...
And just focusing on my business and just other things, because I don't know anymore. You guys let me know. This isn't a long video because this isn't really an informational video. This is more like, honey, what is going on? So if you know what's going on and or you want to share what's going on in your area and you're an Instacart shopper, I'm probably going to put that like on the thumbnail, like calling all Instacart shoppers, so I can get more of you guys in here. And for those of us who are nosy like me and wanted to start becoming an Instacart shopper, you're welcome to come here too. I hope you stayed this long, and you can go ahead in the comments and find out more information too, because maybe you can start, and maybe in other areas it is worth it and it's not as bad as what it is right now. And I feel like with everything, there's ebbs and flows, especially in businesses. It could be a downtime for them. It could be, I don't know, because they're offering less. And then of course it makes sense with the economy being what it is, that the tips are getting a little lower. Now the tips were already a little funny in some areas anyway, but the tips are starting to look not balance out the pay, which makes it kind of not worth it. It's so much going on and so much to be discussed. So stay with us, stay committed. If you want me to do more videos on this, in which I go into detail about some of the stuff I'm just randomly mentioning it, go ahead, drop down in the comments. This isn't typically my content, even though I keep saying I'm going to do some make money videos. So let me know if you would enjoy that, especially other ways that I do make money and or have made money in business and automate systems and things like that. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. 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 I don't know. Wait a minute. Stop scrolling so fast. Seriously, it's something we need to talk about. If you're trying to get ahead on your bills, stop living check to check, and actually start living again, I feel you. Just give me a minute of your time. If you're feeling frustrated or concerned about your current financial situation, trust me, you're not alone. Not in these times. There's a lot going on. But 9 times out of 10, you don't have a money problem. You have a money management problem. And honestly, guys, this was my problem until I made a very intentional decision to create a plan. So instead of thinking about ways to get more money or to work harder and not be with your family, I have a solution that really helped me, and I want to help you guys out too. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Joy Nicole, and I'm a certified teacher, savings strategist, and edutainer. I like to entertain and educate families on the importance of managing their finances better, because I was a mismanager. Is mismanager a word? I don't know. But I totally mismanaged my finances, and I broke the pattern, and I believe you can too. I created a free, yes, free spending plan and budgeting guide to help you stop overspending on your bills, living paycheck to paycheck, and growing deeper in debt. Oh yeah, I've been there, done that. Guilty as charged, but I stopped making excuses. That's the difference. And the good thing is, through all of my bad experiences, I created a plan and I developed systems that allow me to help you guys too. So let me help you on today with my free budgeting guide, which will help you with where to start, how to create financial goals, how to create a spending plan that's actually based on your income and your expenses. You know what's coming in and what's going out. And finally, how to choose a budgeting style or method that works best for your personality. And trust me, all of this matters. So don't wait, grab your copy now. The link is in my description box to get your free guide now and start creating a plan for how you're going to spend your money. Remember, you're in charge of telling it where to go and grow. So I want you guys to be blessed, pay less, don't stress, and get my budgeting guide. It's going to help you. All right.